Yeah, we're
Yeah.
recording now. Uh, okay, dude. So welcome. So the welcome speech, right? This is how it looks. So welcome to the space of voices from Amit and Harshad, where we speak about sports and random shit in general. So yeah, dude, please give us a
Yeah.
follow, and millions of people just listen to us and give us a lot of money, and then so that we can leave our normal jobs and do this for a living. So, so yeah, welcome Harshad on the other side, who looks decent. He doesn't look like a serial killer,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not start with the serial killer look so that when we do this next time, I look better, and automatically our podcast grows because then I look better, right? So yeah. But yeah, good intro to
Yeah,
begin
dude.
with,
I'll just
and
I'll just clip this up, okay, and I'll just replay it all the time. Like it could be there's one is YouTube sites, so you could have you can have a channel and just we just
so
post
wait,
regularly.
is this going to be like our is this the first podcast then?
See
What we do going forward is being discussed right now, and that's our first podcast.
yeah, dude. Yeah. Making of the
Yeah,
podcast
so making us behind the scenes,
behind the
and
scene.
yeah, maybe one day we can share this as like an instructional video. Like this is how you
This is
create a
how you make a
podcast
podcast.
started.
So
I'm
cool.
not
My
watching
God,
football
dude.
right now because
Okay.
Liverpool is playing horrible, and I just can't get myself to watch their games anymore. That's the level that is there right now with them, right? It's just horrible right now. And the last game I saw was I did see Chelsea versus Liverpool, and to be honest, Chelsea looked much better than Liverpool.
That's a
But
horrible
then
match it was.
again,
What a horrible match it
but
was. It's
but
like,
then again, yeah, they looked better because they were better of the two bad teams,
yeah,
I should say, right?
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, ninth and 11th in the league table. Like, when was the last time you saw a Chelsea Liverpool game like that? I can't even remember. But yeah, it is the sad reality right now of what's going on at Liverpool as well as Chelsea. Not that I care much about Chelsea, but
I
with
hate
Liverpool, yeah,
Chelsea.
definitely.
I hate Chelsea, dude.
And the reason I feel even bad right now about everything around Liverpool is this is the first time we have actually been throwing money around and getting players, and it's not working, which is really bad.
Well, I think,
Until now, it was all like Klopp is like really frugal and he just buys the right players who just instantly click, right? And it was happening sort of until like Luis Diaz got injured, and now
Mhm.
it seems like he was the best player in the team who's now not there, like probably until the end of the season. So
I see
that sucks.
if see according to me, right? It was just Mane was a huge loss. So I think that but that doesn't answer everything, I guess. But I if for example Salah wouldn't have, are you still there? Are you
Yeah,
still
yeah, I'm
there?
there. I'm there.
Okay, so I was just saying that if you would have sold Salah and kept Mane instead, it might have been the same thing. But I feel like it's almost like too many bad things happening at the same time. I feel with Liverpool, right? Too many players losing a
Yeah,
form,
I
and
see.
it's just not going well.
Last year, until last season, Jordan Henderson and James Milner were match winners for us. Now they aren't even close to the first team. So the gap in the midfield is really wide, and Fabinho's levels have dropped
Fabinho's levels have
drastically.
dropped. I swear, yeah, Fabinho has just become a bad player.
Yeah,
He's just become a bad.
and same with Thiago, right? Thiago is Thiago is good in terms of like his technical ability, but I don't think he kind of fits into the fast-paced Premier League game.
No, but I think see
That's what I
Thiago
feel.
looks bad because I think the others are not playing well. This is what I feel. Like for example, if
Exactly.
Fabinho was playing very well and he was doing all the tackling bit and getting the ball back, give it to
Yeah,
Thiago and
yeah,
he'll
exactly.
drive the play, right? It's like he's the Modric, but then there's no Casemiro. It's like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Plus, until last season, we relied so heavily on our fullbacks providing assists, but now our fullbacks are also like
Yeah,
It's not even their fault right now. I think Trent gets like way too much abuse for
agreed,
being like a bad defender. I think he's
agreed.
a okayish defender. He's a brilliant wing back who is great at like attacking play. It's just that he has to be like always now, given that his midfield is so bad. He needs to do more on the defensive side of things rather than offensive, and that's why he looks worse than actually he is.
Do you think top four will get
I
this time?
really, I really rate him highly in terms of his like abilities. But yeah, it's just like the whole team is not clicking together. Yeah, top four is not happening. I don't think Liverpool are making top four, to be honest.
Dude,
Because that's dude, Newcastle plays so well.
yeah,
I haven't seen them play like in some time now. I've been like moving around and like I've been
getting so fast and
extremely
stuff
busy
like
for
this.
the past. Yeah, I've been extremely busy, man, over the past few months. That actually, let's
It's
that's a
all
good
set.
segue because
Is it settled down now? How is Bangalore, man? How is Bangalore
it is
treating you?
pretty much said, dude. Bangalore is more horrible than I thought it would be. It
Really?
is so crammed up. It is so crowded. Oh, it is just yeah, man.
You guys
The
are
weather
in.
is nice.
You said Kundanali, right?
So
Where you guys are? Where are you guys in Kundanali? Somewhere you said
Kona,
Kundanali.
the locality is called Thubaralli. Thubaralli is just like right
Turubara.
next to
Yeah, okay.
Kundanhalli.
Turubarali. Okay. Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
think I know the
So
place.
yeah, it comes inside Whitefield, but it's like on the periphery of Whitefield. It's between Whitefield and Varthur.
No, I know. I
So
know exactly where it is. Is it like Forum Value Mall must be very close to you guys?
no, 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 no,
No.
no, no,
Wait, you know where
no.
is Forum Value Mall, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know where's
It's
Forum
not close
Valley.
to you. So I thought
Forum.
so there's a Kundanali signal and then
I'll tell you. Kundanhalli. You remember the Kundanhalli signal? There was one way towards Brookfield, and then there was the one which went straight.
one way to Brookfield, one way to Marathalli, one way to Varthur. This is how the three roads go from there.
Yeah,
Okay. So you have to go
there's
towards
a four.
Varthur, I'm getting, right?
Correct.
Yeah, which is fine. So and there, as you are going towards Varthur, on the left hand side is Turubarali, right?
On the right side.
On the right side. Okay, fine. Okay, okay, fine. Okay,
When you come from Marathali, it's on the right side. If you come from Whitefield, it's on the left.
got it. Okay, okay. We're close by,
Yeah.
dude.
But yeah,
As
it's
in, we're close by. My
but yeah,
parents stay
see,
there only.
the thing that I've noticed about Bangalore that has
It's
changed
crowded.
is like it's crowded. That's one thing, but now people are just out to like fleece others. That's how it feels like.
Uh,
Everyone just asks for they just literally open their mouths so wide to ask for money. It's just crazy. And the
yeah,
worst part is the whole IT industry is paying such inflated, ridiculous
yeah,
salaries.
yeah. I heard.
No wonder people are getting laid off. And
Yeah.
I know people in my friend circle who are like, why the fuck are we being paid so much? I don't know, but I'll take it anyways because it's money, right? So that's the kind of thing that was happening until last year, where people were just jumping one job after the other and like getting ridiculous salaries, and now it's all culminating into this whole people
Yeah,
getting laid off. So
yeah, it's recession here as well. So a lot of people getting laid off. But no, I agree with you completely
yeah.
around the inflated prices thing, and that's why people are charging more there. And it's expensive. Bangalore is expensive, dude. My God, it's crazy.
Bangalore was exactly it was always expensive, but now it's gone to the Mumbai levels. Like you can't get a 2 BHK under 1 crore. Like it's that rubbish.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so bad, man. Hey.
It's just rubbish. So that's why I mean, yeah, we came here for Sam, my wife's career. Now we're like, yeah, I mean,
But
let's
so in our place where my parents stay, right? I mean, it's a little more inside, but the flats sell for less, and even the rents are like 15-20K, dude. But it's very inside, though.
see. I'll tell
You
you.
know,
I'll tell you the difference. Where the rents jump up astronomically, it's the gated societies like these. massive gated
No, ours is
society,
a gated
which
society
are
only, dude. But it's a very inside wala thing. But I know what you mean. Like all the other gated societies I know is not same as our gated society. So ours is very
yeah. I
inside
mean,
probably. That's why it's like that.
yeah, maybe. But see, all the gated societies that I visited just to look for houses or at least I scanned through, they were all in the range of like 35 to 50,000 for 2 BHK the rent because
Crazy, man.
according to them they were providing like the uh, this luxurious lifestyle through all the clubhouses, landscaping, and like everything inside the campus itself
Try,
that you don't
try.
need to even go
So,
out for anything. So,
just a suggestion, right?
which is great.
Try this place, dude.
Which is,
DSR Greenfields, right? Just type that in and see. I mean, I'm sure
Arey,
you won't be able
dude,
to move now, but because you just have moved
I
into a place.
I was so there was this place called DSR Oceanscapes
I don't know about that. Okay,
that were
that's
that was
different.
a really beautiful community or society, and it was just that it was in the middle of nowhere. Like
Hmm.
outside the society, it was all rural
Where is your
type
office,
of a
dude?
place.
Where is your wife's office? You work from home, I guess, right? Where's your wife work
I
from home?
work from I work from home. Her office is in Bagmani Tech Park.
Okay, okay. Left of Whitefield, right? Left or right of
Yeah,
Whitefield, one of
that
those places. Okay,
that HAL area, right? That's where it falls
okay,
under. CD
okay,
Raman Nagar,
okay, okay.
Mahadevapura, and all that.
Understood. Okay, okay. Right side then. Okay, understood. So, I mean, slowly branch out, dude. If you guys are thinking of staying there, slowly branch out to different parts of the city because generally that Whitefield, that IPL, and that area, right, is very crowded one, and it's very, like you said, people fleece you, and it's a very money kind of an area. Money, I'm saying money area because a lot of people living there are also working in and around, and the
Yeah,
people like localites maybe, which are very less there, try to they just see okay these guys are earning money and they want to fleece them. It's like that. But slowly try
yeah,
and
correct.
branch out into some other area. You might feel a little better, but I guess slowly, right? You guys have just moved. So
Yeah, towards the north, I feel yeah that will be where I'll move to next if I keep
yeah, yeah,
staying in
North
Bangalore, which
Bangalore,
is
dude,
like
North Bangalore. That's where I will eventually land up in life as well. So maybe
yeah.
in the recent
So I like
future.
so I did a lot of did a lot of research actually before moving here, all online. Couldn't like go by myself, of course, but that's what I figured. If you want to like settle down, I think North Bangalore is probably better than the rest.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see, man. It's just like just today we were talking that it's just been like 15 days now that
Oh
we,
my
not
God,
even
that's
15
it.
days. It's been like
Okay.
11 days. It's been 11 days since we moved into a new house, and like now finally it's all coming together. But it's like crazy. Like setting up a new house is like just
Yeah.
bonkers, man. It's
Yes.
just
Yes. Welcome to marriage.
yeah, yeah.
No,
Seriously, I
but
miss. I'm already missing. I'm already missing my Bhopal home and my parents and all. I was too used to staying with them over the past 2.5 years now. That
But I'm sure it'll be amazing,
it's fun.
dude. It'll surely be amazing, right? It's a
Yeah,
different phase of life. You'll go through like small
mm,
things like this, and
exactly.
it'll be amazing. Anyway, we went off into a different tangent, right? So coming to football, dude. So I had some topics, right? So one thing which I wanted to check was around Man City. I don't know if you watched that much recent football, but so so they had this patch in the middle, okay, where
Yeah.
firstly, this Haaland guy is just scoring like crazy, which is all good and fine. But I still feel that they're not playing that well. So
Hmm.
like last few years, because they didn't have a striker, right? So it was more the football was more fluid. So
Now it's more like give the ball to Haaland.
yeah,
Like just
it's give the ball to Haaland, and also it's like whenever they go to the final third of the pitch, it's almost like they have to go through Haaland to score a goal. It's not like everybody is doing their own bit and he is involved in that group. So that's what I wanted to check with you. Like, what do you think? They should have signed him,
I
not
think
signed him? What's the scene?
I think he's definitely the best signing they've made.
Hmm.
There's no question about it. But I do agree that him being involved in the team has actually meant that, hey, your video paused.
Yeah, I know,
You
I
still
saw
there?
that. No, I'm there, I'm there. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
I think my Droid cam
Anyway, yeah.
went on a touch. Hmm.
So what I was saying was that if you notice, and I haven't seen their games lately, but before, I mean, he's been scoring non-stop, right, ever since he came in. So I did notice that because of him, other players, they're now more restricted. Phil Foden, for example, he's nowhere to be seen. Uh, De Bruyne, of course, he's a magician. He just passes the ball either into the net or into Haaland's feet, so that's all good. But others such as Mahrez has lately been scoring, but I do feel that he has been restricted. Grealish is a sad case. I don't know what's up with him, but I hope he gets more chances. Maybe he's already getting them, but yeah, in general, I feel that Haaland's presence has somehow restricted other folks' roles because, like you said, until last year, it was everyone chipping in with the goals, the assists. Like it was like they were rampant because
Yeah,
everyone
exactly.
was like in like badass form. Now
Yeah.
they're like a one man show. At
Yeah,
least
I
that's
mean
what it
Foden,
feels like.
right? Like you said, like Foden, he's just not playing well, dude. Like it's just not playing well. So it's so horrible. Like he doesn't have
It's
that
just that they have the luxury.
natural
They have
sense.
they have that luxury that no other teams have. That they have so many ballers in their team
Yeah.
that even if like one or two aren't playing good, then someone else will just take their place and boom, they'll
So are you
still
going
win.
for
And
Arsenal though this
his
year, Sanya?
his yeah, I was about to get to that. His uh, here's a big one. Okay, I I I still think Man City will win the league this season.
I mean, same here. I think the same thing, but I think the key match is going to be in the next month, dude. Like Feb is going to be like the factor. So if
So
Man City
they're
beat
yet to play
Arsenal,
City twice.
yeah,
Correct.
if they
Both their
beat,
both their matches against City are left. So
if they, I think even if Arsenal draw that match or draw, right, even minimum, as a minimum draw, I think Arsenal will get that confidence to move ahead, dude. You don't think so?
it's not possible, dude. No, I think they can only go so far. I think second they'll be worthy runners up for sure. Arteta should win the manager of the year or whatever. All those personal
No,
accolades
but
should come
then
his way for sure.
I don't see why, dude. Like, why do you think they'll fall away? I don't have a reason to think
It's
why
just
they'll fall
because
away.
so I'll tell you why. So I think it's 19 games into the season, 19 or 20, right? And it's like now this is the time. And if you look at all of last 5 years, every single season, Manchester City is nowhere to be seen until January, and then they start piling on
That
every season.
they got
Go
away with
check
it
the
last
stat.
year. See, I know that's correct. I agree with what you said, but they got away with it last year, right?
And a lot of times, teams who are on top lose the title during those months of April and May, because then after being on top for so long, they get into that pressure. Of course, there is confidence, but then there will be pressure, especially when teams you're competing with a team like City,
No,
who you know at the back of your mind that you're not on level terms with them. You might be ahead of them on points for this particular season, but overall you're not on level terms with them, right?
no,
So
I get your point. I actually think that's true because generally the team who is on top for such a long time since the beginning, they don't easily. I mean, it's rare that they finish in the top in the end. Like there's somehow change of one two spots. The only thing I can remember is there was a Chelsea season, Conte season. Like he just went on a crazy run and nobody caught up with him. So seems could be like that also. I don't know, but
yeah,
yeah,
bro, Liverpool won the title in March too, like the earliest title winners, right? But, so those are one-off cases, but I still don't see Arsenal following through with the. Let's see. Who
yeah.
knows?
To be fair, I hope they win it. I want them to win it
Mm.
because I feel like, see, one, because I can spite my Man United friend who said that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is better than Mikel Arteta. I told him, like, what universe are you in? Because he was like, Mikel Arteta is just good in the media. He's not really he. So I told him, look, have you seen his first press conference? Like, yes, okay, fine, he's good with the media, but then the passion and the fire he showed, like you felt like something was happening in the background. And when you saw Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I was like, dude, you can't even like stop. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, I'll figure that out, dude.
where were we?
Yeah, on Arsenal, man. So, what's happening with Arsenal? And they will go down as the second.
Yeah, they'll drop. They'll drop off for sure. Who's going to be third and fourth? Tell me.
Third and fourth. That's a good conversation. So, third and fourth looks like. So, who's that now? Newcastle is third. Man United are third, right? United,
Yeah,
let's say United will finish fourth, dude. Okay. I don't see them. I somehow feel they're not playing. Okay, United top four for sure. Okay, because out of everybody, they look like quality wise, they look like they deserve to be in the top four. Let's
yeah. Only lately
say,
they've been good. I agree, but
uh,
uh, they'll
uh,
probably be top four,
see,
probably.
As long as Casemiro is there, the team, they're going to finish top four, 100%. He's like
So
the rock
yeah,
in the
my
midfield.
my third would be Newcastle.
Same.
My fourth would be Man United.
Yeah, Newcastle United seems like a good bet to have. Newcastle still, dude, it's surprising. It feels like Arsenal for me. I feel like they're punching above their weight. Like there has to be a
They
drop off.
are, of course. They are at 100%. But here's the thing. They don't need to accumulate as many points to make it to third because the folks behind them are like really lagging behind. So
Who's wait, top four, who else is contending, dude? So Brighton is
so
up there.
Brighton is there and Tottenham Hotspur is there
Tottenham
around.
is a curious one, dude.
I think
Tottenham is a good candidate, man.
hey, did something happen with Conte? I thought I saw news or something. Did he leave
What
already?
today? Today? No, he's still
No,
there. I mean,
he's still
as
there.
of today, he's still there. I mean, as of yesterday,
Okay,
he's still
cool.
there. So I feel it's just a noise. I don't think so there's this whole Juventus scene, right? So I think
Yeah.
that may depend on what happens in the end
But
of the
Juventus is
season.
again under investigation, right?
I mean, it's just about how much they're going to be charged. Looks like from whatever I've read and seen so far, right? It looks like they have done what been accused of doing. It's just about how much of penalty they're going to get and whatever
Yeah,
not, right? So that's what it is. But looks like this Fabio Paratici guy is
it's
that
an
that's
asshole.
no. So that guy was he involved or not, and he is suspended for 2.5 years, but he is uh, outside the jurisdiction of Italy, right? So that's the thing. So
Hey,
what happens later
that
is
brings that brings me to Ronaldo. What do you think about what do you think about his transfer to Al Nassr?
very, very good question, dude. So very, very good thing to talk about actually. So it's mixed kind of. See, there's one feeling inside me saying that he can go play wherever he wants to. Who cares, right? Like he goes to Saudi, he plays. So what? So what? It's his wish. So my if I would have been him, I would have gone to Sporting Lisbon back. This is what I would have done.
I agree. I agree.
This is what I think was perfect. He's playing in Champions League. He's back to where he started. He's in his hometown or the club where he started off. That's I think would have been more appropriate, and uh, it would have been a nice sort of end to his career, like a meaningful end to his career. He could have got a good ovation in the crowd. He's still been playing in Champions League, every season probably because there's just two or three teams there, right? So they're always there.
Mm.
So that would have been more good, but then we talk about these guys as though they're like some 60s old and their career is ending. He's still 38, right? So he can do whatever he wants with his
39.
life. Yeah,
39
39.
in Feb.
No, what I'm saying is in 39, like if you have think of it as an adventure, no? He's just going to Saudi and playing in a new league. You can think of
Yeah.
it like that as well.
See, I, I have a bunch of thoughts around this. Okay, and this actually goes back to his move to Manchester United. So let's go back to when he came back to Man United.
Okay.
Man United were shitty back when he came back, right? And he still ended up as their top scorer. I think they barely scraped into Champions League or something that
Yeah.
season, right?
Yeah.
Then then midway through the next season, Ole Gunnar, not even midway, like first couple of months late into the season, Ole gets sacked and Ten Hag is brought in.
No,
No,
Ralph.
Ragnick is brought in till the end of the season. Blah. And yeah, and then it's all started going downhill from there.
Yeah, agreed.
He wasn't, and I think somewhere in the back of his mind, he didn't like. I think he would have if I think of myself as Ronaldo and put myself in his shoes, I would have been like, what the fuck, I made a bad decision of coming back here. I should have chosen Manchester City because
Yeah.
that guy, of amongst all the other things, he lusts for victory. He wants to be at the top,
Yeah, at the top. Yeah.
right? He wants to be because it's a team sport at the end of the day, and he wants all the records to himself. Get it? But he wants to be like part of the winning team as well,
Yeah.
as much.
100%.
And that wasn't the case with Man.
That wasn't happening
So
in
he
Man U.
saw it. And that kind of showed then in his attitude and in everything. So I won't say that Man United is at fault or Ten Hag is at fault or Ronaldo is at fault. Like everyone had a part to play in his like bitter departure. The whole Piers Morgan video. I actually saw that. I sat down
Even
and
me.
saw the
I
whole
saw
damn
that. I
thing.
saw. Yeah. Even I saw that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was almost like a yeah, like a like fuck you, I'm bigger than
Yeah.
you, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
And to a certain degree, I do agree that yeah, Ronaldo can and should choose as and when he should play and whatever because of his statistics. But then again, the whole World Cup came in. Even his national coach didn't
That
really
that
trust him.
that really made me feel bad, dude. Like if he was because he started doing that shit in Portugal national team as well, then I sort of started losing a little respect. Because see, whatever you say about
I
Ronaldo,
see.
right?
That's where even I completely agree with you that maybe some of it is his fault.
Lots of it is his fault,
And
dude.
now before coming to Al Nassr, right, the whole Saudi thing, even before that, recently there was a report or an article that said this guy was obsessed with how much money Messi was making in Barcelona. So there was during one La Liga season, he pulled aside Barcelona president and with no greeting, no hi, hello. The first thing and the only thing that he asked him was, "How much are you paying Messi in his new contract? What is the new contract you're offering Messi?" And this guy was the president was astounded as to like how can he even ask such a question? Like it's not something
Yeah,
that would
obsessive
concern
he is.
him. And this just came out recently, like a week or so ago in the news. So obviously he's like obsessed about like weird different things, and he wants to be the highest paid. He wants to be the highest goal scorer. He wants to be like number one
Highest
everything of his way.
Instagram followers, the number one social media thing. See,
Yeah,
I'm
and
okay with all of that.
he
Okay.
exactly.
So my only thing I would like to say is that I think he thinks of himself better than what he actually is, dude. I think that's the core of the problem I have with Ronaldo, right? He's amazing, he scores, he's clutch, like he's amazing, okay. But I think he's not as good as he thinks he is, okay. Granted, you scored like hell a lot of goals, but in that Real Madrid team, you had like it's like Haaland in Man City, dude. Like they're just feeding you everything and you're scoring goals. You're forgetting that there's like a huge team behind you who gave you all of that, okay? So I don't think he appreciates that, and he thinks that if, for example, instead of Ronaldo, if somebody else was there, I'm sure like Benzema now, right? He's coming out of that shadow of Ronaldo, so he's as good as Ronaldo, I would say, right? But he thinks of himself a little too much than what he is, dude. That's 100%. That's why he went to Al Nassr. He should have
I
simply got
agree.
stuck to Lisbon, right? And get to your level and finish your career like as a proper loop. But he didn't. He wanted to make sure that he's doing something unique, and he wanted to explore and he wants to do it. Well, I mean,
See,
to
good
each his
for him.
own.
I'm not saying that
Good for
going
him.
to
Yeah,
Al Nassr
exactly.
is because he capitalized it and he's being paid a bomb there, and which is awesome. Those guys can afford it. They're paying him like probably everyone in the rest of the league combined and even more. So,
Yeah. You saw
but
that.
now
They
just
sent that
look at the
Vincent
irony.
Abubakar by yeah, he went off. He just sent him, dude. What a sad thing.
Yeah, and and now here's the thing. I think this guy will always be haunted by Messi and Messi's success
That's it.
because
That
now it seems
World Cup.
like the World Cup, of course, like it's bigger than anything else, right? But then again, now Messi is probably going to sign with another Saudi club for more than what Ronaldo is
No,
making.
yeah, I read
So,
about this. I don't see that happening. Do you see that happening? I don't see that happening. I don't see Messi
also
going in the
very,
Middle East, dude. 99.9 it won't happen.
so the news came out because PSG was recently in Saudi. They played game against Al Nassr. Uh, did you see that game, by the way?
Which one?
I saw the highlights. So there
Which
was
one?
this game between Al Nassr. So Saudi 11 versus PSG. So there is a Saudi League 11
I didn't
team,
see the
which
match.
had
I didn't see the match. No, I didn't see the match.
no, the captain Ronaldo. Okay, so Ronaldo captained the team, a Saudi team for which he did like. So he wasn't even an official Saudi player then, but they gave him the captainship, and he bloody scored 2 goals. So good for him. So that was good. But PSG won thanks to not Messi but Mbappe because Mbappe is a fucking monster too. We'll get to him as well later. But yeah, it just seems to be like Messi, he is now to a certain degree is in Messi's shadow, and that's how it's going to end for him. That's how I feel.
He was always in Messi's shadow, according to me, dude. Okay, like I mean,
Not for a brief period. I agree that Messi has always been better, but for a brief period, there like
when
early 2010s,
Mourinho time,
a little bit. Mourinho time, exactly. The 3 years of Mourinho at Real Madrid, it was just insane.
because they just overpowered at that time. Mourinho was bullish about the whole thing, so he just
Yeah,
bullied
yeah. And
Messi,
then
and
he
yeah,
exactly he bullied Messi, he bullied Pep, he just fought with everyone who didn't like. And
Mourinho is
you
the
won't
best,
believe
dude. Mourinho is
Mourinho.
the best.
Mourinho has Mourinho is like a fine wine. I'm not going to say that because he has aged so
Mourinho
well
is the
in the sense
best, dude.
that he has mellowed down. He doesn't do his cranky shit, which makes him look like a winner now. Because yeah, there was a time when he was a badass where he would do anything to win. There was this really interesting John Terry video that came out. I saw some time back, which was that he would literally keep so small details in mind that he would instruct players to get yellow cards during a certain time in the match to that degree. And then he had Sergio Ramos and Xavi Alonso both get red carded
Oh, I've
in
seen
a
this. I've seen
Champions
this.
League Champions League group stage game because group stage suspension doesn't carry over into
Yeah, no, I've seen
that
this.
if they would have been booked in the knockout, they would have been suspended for one full game in the knockout stages, and he didn't want that, so he just got the suspension over like that, like by getting them red carded. And he literally called them during the game because they were 3-0 or something, and he asked them to not tackle someone but just waste time. And Xabi Alonso and Sergio Ramos, you know how they wasted time? So Sergio Ramos would tell the goalkeeper to wait. I'll come for this thing.
The goal
I'll take
kick.
the goal kick, and then he would take like ages to get there. So he got like 2 yellow cards like that. Then for the first, Ramos gets sent off, and then Xabi Alonso for
Okay,
no
I'll come
reason at
now.
all.
I'll come now.
For no reason at all. He asks for the ball, he gets the ball, and then he kicks it out outside. And then he gets the ball again. He keeps doing it, like, and then he gets booked for the first time, and then he does the same thing. He goes and goes to take the goal kick and takes like forever, gets second yellow card off, and they're all laughing. The whole Real Madrid bench is laughing hysterically, bro. It's the funniest thing.
Yeah, Mourinho is God, man. He's just God mode.
Yeah,
He's
now
epic.
now I respect him so much more because even he has become respectful. He isn't a spiteful old man.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think yeah, he aged well.
yeah. I think his, especially now, like now Roma has also won. When he went to Roma,
Mm.
they also won something. So I'm like his
He's
EPL
the
time,
man.
right? So even Tottenham, I would say they should have stuck with him on that Carabao Cup final, right? Nothing, anything would have happened. So,
Agree.
so just his Man United time wasn't good, dude. Apart from that, I think he is like solid winner, right? That he is like those
Even
all-time great managers, right? He's Mourinho
yeah,
is God,
during
dude.
his match, I think the reason why his Man United time wasn't great was because of multiple reasons, like all the bullshit around Man United board, and then they both Pep and Klopp were coming to their peaks,
Mhm.
and he was on the decline. So
Yeah,
it
but
all
still
came
they
together.
finished second, right? They still finished second. He got a Europa League. He still won stuff even with
Yeah,
that
he
team.
still won
I
stuff.
think
That is
that team
true.
was
He
horrible,
won.
right? I don't remember anybody from that Man United team. I'm guessing it would have been like it was a very bad team when he took over,
It
right?
was a bad team. It
They,
was a bad team.
the,
He's
hmm.
the one who brought in Bruno Fernandes, if I'm not wrong, right? He's the one who got the deal signed, and then he got. Uh, he's the one who started the discussion for Bruno Fernandes, if I'm not
I
wrong.
hate Bruno Fernandes,
You
dude.
know, Bruno. I hate that guy for some reason. I don't know. I just
It
don't
just
like
gets
it.
on his nerve. He gets on nerve, dude. Like he's like
Yeah,
he commit the
I
foul.
don't.
And everybody in the ground will know he committed the foul. He also will know he committed the foul, but he's still gone complaining at the referee. Like
He's
he's
bad. I don't like
I
him.
hate that guy. It's
Guess
horrible.
what? I'm coming back to Arsenal.
Hmm.
I love Martin Odegaard, bro. Martin Odegaard is a
Yeah,
boss.
yeah. He's but he feels like he's advanced Ozil. This is how I feel like.
He's an advanced Ozil. Yeah,
He does that
he's
energy pressing work as well, which
he's
Ozil was
he's
not doing.
Ozil who does more than Ozil,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But then,
Norwegian Ozil.
but yeah, I loved Mesut Ozil, bro. No, I haven't seen anybody has like that kind of like feather touch like Ozil used to have.
Have you seen that goal where
It
he
almost
like three guys are just sleeping on the floor and he dribbles against
yeah
all that's the
yeah.
stretched out goal that is
It is
that
amazing.
that's a monster
I
goalie on
think
his
Arsenal have been lucky to have had like these like silky smooth players like Bergkamp,
Fabregas
Henry,
and
Fabregas,
that next yeah Fabregas Nasri you know
Nasri. Yeah,
the
they
so
they
they
all.
have that
I
that
think the only guy. So there's something about like the whole first touch thing, right? That I really admire. And there are very few players who have like that flair, that feather touch. Like Zidane, of course, like I think is like the god of the first touch. But then there was Dimitar Berbatov. If you see
yeah
his highlight reel, bro,
yeah yeah
that guy was insane. Dude. He
yeah
was like amazing. So
yeah
Berbatov was on, and especially because Berbatov did his own thing in a team that had Rooney at his peak, Ronaldo at his peak, Carlos Tevez, and
yeah
he still came out to be top scorer one season amongst that group. So
yeah. I think
hats off
that
to
there's
him.
a very nice sweet spot when you're playing like that. Like, you have that feather-like touch, you said. So it looks so beautiful, like graceful while playing. Like,
Exactly.
it's so beautiful.
It's like it's like almost like the ball doesn't have any weight. It's
Yeah,
like yeah, it's just
yeah,
floating.
exactly.
Yeah. So Ozil, of course, had that. Mesut Ozil. Yeah, I don't think in the recent crop of players I've seen anyone be that uh, silky smooth. But I don't think in today's gameplay you have that much time. It's
Yeah, they
just
don't have that
pressing,
time.
tackling.
It's like, yeah, exactly. I think that's the reason because
You don't even see that many dribbles now.
it's because I think, like you said, that pressing has become such a big thing that they don't get enough. And I don't think it's not the game is not like that now, where people are, especially EPL, right? I think you might see it a little more in La Liga as well, but EPL is just like after Pep has come, like everybody passes, goalkeeper passes right, left, everybody does the same thing. I feel like
Yeah,
still,
there's
at least
no
Manchester United still have a little sense of the way Manchester United play, but still,
exactly.
but everybody has changed. And I feel Liverpool, no, one more thing, right? So now this play style thing, I think they have, I feel like with this Man City and Klopp rivalry has happened, right? So I think they both have taken in styles from both of them. And I think one thing what previously I would never associate with Liverpool is them playing in the back and the sideways kind of passing. They used to be so vertical. Now I feel like
No, it's
with
all sideways.
it's very sideways, dude. Like especially like whenever you get see Trent Alexander-Arnold, that's why they pick him out so much because he's so vertical, right? He gets the ball, he passes, and he just loses it. But Van Dijk used to put crossfield balls everywhere. Nowadays he just passes this side, this side. What is that? So I think that's another reason why I think Liverpool. It's so. I think that's maybe Thiago's impact. I don't know, right? Before when Wijnaldum was
Yeah,
there, that was
maybe.
not happening. It was very vertical, you know.
Yeah.
That's so.
I I'm sad that Wijnaldum and Liverpool couldn't get along because that was a great match.
And he went
And
to do shit,
also,
dude. What did he do? He went. Why did he move? Dumb.
you know what happened with him, right? He had like a verbal agreement with Juventus, but then Juventus being like an asshole that they are, they backtracked. So then he was left without a club until PSG got him, and then PSG had like more players for every position than probably the whole of Indian Super League. So they were like, yeah, we don't need you, no, sorry. God knows where he is, dude. Where is
Yeah, he went
Wijnaldum
to
these days?
he. Yeah, where did he? I think he left PSG as well, right? He's no longer in PSG.
Yeah, I don't know where he is, dude.
Hmm.
He didn't even he didn't even feature for AS Roma, dude.
What?
Yeah, I don't think he plays there as well. He has played one game in the entire season, bro. This season.
If Roma wins Italy, right, then I'll buy a Mourinho poster, dude.
Where are they in the standings, dude? Are they on top?
I don't think so. Napoli are playing well. I want Napoli to win this side this time,
Oh, it's so
anyways.
it's Napoli, Milan, Lazio, Inter, and then Roma. Are they?
I mean, I guess it is an improvement
Na-
if they get into
Napoli is
Europe.
winning it. Napoli is like at 50 points, dude.
I hope they win it. It's the first year after Maradona passed away, right?
Enough of football, dude. What else, dude? Today it's a Republic Day.
Republic Day, right? I'm not such a patriot, dude. I
Hey, neither am I, but have you seen the whole ruckus about the BBC documentary that's just come out?
watched the BBC documentary which has come out. No, I don't know about that.
Criticizing Modi.
To be honest, right,
It's
I feel
banned
there needs
in
to be a change, dude.
it's banned in India, bro. They just banned it in India. Like fuck it, fuck you, BBC.
I mean, BBC here is not so well reputed, anyways, but nonetheless, right? So it's not cool that they're blocking. Like, see, the censorship and all these things, right? Is
No, actually, you know what? Uh, After finding a little more about it, I think it's the right decision because so it came out so close to Republic Day. It was more of a it seemed
designed.
more of a ploy. Yeah,
Mm,
more of a ploy to defame him come because of like there's like elections coming in next year and all of that. So
right.
yeah, just turning the sentiment of people against him because truth be told, there's no opposition to him here right now in India.
Hey, I saw some
He's just
videos about this
leading.
Rahul Gandhi guy, man. He's doing this Bharat Jodo Yatra, right? He's like walking for a long journey, which I think is good, right?
Bro,
I mean, I don't know the
the,
specifics
oh,
of
the
it, but
only problem is he's dumber. He might do any kind of yatra, but he's dumber than Forrest Gump himself, so he never make it. That's probably
really
that's
is it that bad, or he's just I hate this text right in my webcam. I'll try and it shouldn't be coming actually, but it's coming now. I'll fix that. So then we should be sorry, I stopped this political conversation, but suddenly I thought of this thing, right? So we should, I think, just have like we should plan the time, dude. Like how long like a video should be, like 10, 15 minutes or
yeah. I
whatever.
was about to say that.
Yeah, we
Yeah, yes. So please like and subscribe, future viewers.
yes, yes, please. Yes, yes, please. Say, okay, fine. Like two topics which you have, two topics which I have. We just talk about it. We move from topic to topic. You have an intro. You just create a structure, dude. Think you can construct. But you need
Correct,
to,
correct.
like you said. I mean, I'm thinking probably too fast and too quickly without really getting the groundwork done. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but then that's you. That's you. That's what you always do. So